right, welcome back, everybody. We are slowly crawling towards the actual tennis, but another exhibition, another big name playing. Jannik Sinner's taking on Auger-Aliassime. Are they in the same area of the draw? No, I think they're opposite sides, so they can't play each other in the main draw until the final. Let me double check. Yeah, FAA is... Oh, no, they could. They could play... Oh, no, they couldn't. FAA is up the top, Sinner's down the bottom. So, yeah, this is going to be probably a good warm-up for both of them because they don't have to worry about playing each other. Not like De Minaur yesterday where Alcaraz was like, I might play you in the quarters. I've got to, I've got to make you work for this. This might actually be a little bit less savage. So, let's see what happens. But how we doing, chat? By the way, how good was it seeing Roger Federer practicing? Oh, man. We might have to watch that doubles tomorrow night. I wasn't going to do it, but we might have to do it. Because I just want to see Roger. Again. I just want to see Roger. But how are we doing, chat? What's going on? What is going on? Couldn't imagine this being a sloppy exhibition after seeing Carlos and Alcaraz play. A De Minaur play. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a sloppy exhibition. It wasn't a competitive exhibition. Exhibitions aren't supposed to be about, beating somebody easily. And it didn't really feel like De Minaur was even in that match, so it was a little bit disappointing. But this, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Felix had a great end to last year, so we'll see. Yeah, saw the schedule. I think I've seen about 7 different versions of the schedule in the last 6 hours, so... Yeah, I've seen the schedule. I know the schedule. I gotta be honest though, schedule's kind of crap. Day one's kind of mid. They put all the good matches on at night at the same time, and the day sessions are kind of But we're always going to watch stuff, so we'll see what... I don't know. I mean, yeah, day one, this 15-day thing, day one's always kind of mid. It's kind of like 2-week Masters, the first 2 days are kind of meh. But Alcaraz is playing at night, so obviously he's going to be on the card. It sucks that Alcaraz, Venus, and Raducanu are all playing at the same time. That's the only pain. But Sabalenka's playing at night as well, so we can watch Sabalenka Alcaraz back to back. And then during the days, Zverev and Paolini are playing. So, but other than that, it's pretty light. If you got day one tickets, you should trade them in for day two. Day one ticket holders. Unless you got Rod Laver Arena tickets, it's pretty boring. You're not going to do much. You don't have much to do. Unless you're there for not tennis, and then you will have a great time. Mirra's playing in some incredible points. Yeah, she's playing right now. Mboko Andreeva could be the final tomorrow, and we will watch Adelaide because that is insane. Also, Mahatch beat Paul. Baez beat Shelton. Baez is having a crazy start to the season. Baez, Menchik, and Auckland. That's fun. And then you've got Jovic is playing Preston right now. So it's all happening. But yeah, Andreeva versus Mboko, that's a great matchup. That's a very fun match. Hardcore specialist Baez. Yeah, that's what they say. What's going on, Linda? How you doing? Happy Thursday. It is Friday here, actually. But yes. Oh, man. But yeah, seeing Roger hit with Rude. I'll tell you, chat, I was watching it, and they have the live chat on during it. And people are very... I don't know. I guess the Australian Open, I don't think they moderate their chat. They just let people just go crazy. But... yeah, it's much more enjoyable watching those things without reading comments on the side. Because I was at this first part of it wasn't even an exhibition, it was a practice session. A lot of people were just like getting very upset, and I'm like, they were just like complaining about the camera's angles, and they were complaining about, Roger, not trying hard enough, or, Rude was doing, and then they were complaining that it wasn't a real match or wasn't all this shit. And I turned it off. It was just bumming me out. And then I just watched it and I was like, oh, this is great. Federer's 44, and he's definitely not like ready to play a singles match against a 20-year-old. But those comments are contrary. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they don't really moderate, so it's a bad time. The chat over there is not fun. Like it's a wild. It's a wild west, and people are just yelling at each other. It's not really a positive atmosphere. But yeah, it was just great to see Roger play. I was grateful to see him play at least. Oh yeah, it's great. It was great to just watch him hit the ball. But yeah, there was times, and we don't know how much pain. Like, is his knee going to be painful every time he gets on a court? We don't know. But he definitely didn't. He looked like his legs didn't have the same juice in them. He looked like he was a little flat-footed at times. Wasn't running for everything. Getting just a little. Wasn't as sharp as when he played. But he's 44. What do you expect? The doubles will be fun tomorrow though. Because he'll be playing against people that are all like Agassi, Rafter, Leighton, and it will be doubles. So we'll see way better shots from Federer tomorrow because he won't have to move as much. But you could tell, when Ruud sort of got him on the move, that Fed was just a little bit slower than he was. But he's 44 and he hasn't played for so long. He did beat Ruud though in the tiebreak. They played a tiebreak. Federer's like, let's give the people what they want. I loved it when he said that. I was like, yes, Roger. Yes, let's go. Full stadium as well. Like, it was a packed house. So good. And I'll tell you what was the best thing about it was it was a packed house, but as soon as they started hitting, everyone went quiet. It was so weird. It was like Federer was like a conductor in an orchestra, and everyone went quiet while the performance was on. It was like, ooh, it was super eerie, but it was awesome. Like, he was coming out, and everyone's just like sitting there, very quiet. And then when somebody would like hit a good shot, they'd all like clap. It was almost like, yeah, it was like a play or a symphony or something. It was weird. Like, everyone just sat there in dead silence, and I'm like, that's so weird for a practice session. And then the odd, yelling and screaming. Like, someone would be, I love you, Roger. But it was so quiet. I was like, that is so cool. Only Federer could have that happen. Like, only Federer could hush the crowd with his tennis. Like, he was just hitting, everyone's just watching him in awe. Like, it was crazy. I thought it was crazy. I was like, oh, there's a full stadium. You couldn't even hear anyone. It's awesome. It just was so weird. And then when Federer would hit a winner, everyone's like, yes. They'd all do like the golf clap. It was like, oh, it was just it was so crazy. Hey, Tony, what's up? I grew up watching so much Roger Federer highlights. Now watching him practice live was pure joy. Oh, were you there? Did you get to see him? That's sick. I think my parents were there too. They said they were at the tennis today. Federer says Fonseca has aura. Yeah. I mean, Federer didn't put him on the on-brand for nothing. Federer knows. Casper Ruud was having a great time too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was funny because Ruud was just the hitting partner for Roger at that point. It must be tough though because you can't if Roger asks you to practice, you're going to say yes. But also for Ruud, I mean, he's going to have more practice sessions with other players anyway. But for Ruud to, it's not really, it's a lose-lose, right? Because Ruud's not going to go all out in a practice session against Roger because Roger's not the guy who's going to play in the final of this tour. Or he's not going to play Roger in this tournament. So it was sort of like a nice hit, and there was some running, but Ruud, you could tell Ruud was definitely pulling his punches. Because he knew this is not about him looking good. It was just kind of like a bit of a, it was it's a very unique experience, right? When's Roger ever going to practice again? Ruud's never going to get that opportunity. Everyone wanted that opportunity, probably, And Rude is probably the best person for that because, if you put like Alcaraz or Sinner, it wouldn't make sense because those guys want the intense practice. But Rude was, Rude's it would have been it made for a good hitting partner for Roger. So it was cool. They did well. It was it was like, I was watching it. There's like 10,000 people watching. I was like, holy shit. Like on the stream. I was like, what? Just to watch Roger hit. I was like, that's epic. That's so epic. What do you? I asked your thoughts about Djokovic with Tiafoe. I understand they weren't trying too much. Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. Like the exhibition so far this week, the 1 point slam was fun, but yesterday's exhibitions were kind of like, I don't know. They weren't really. I mean, they're not meant to be. There was pretty practice matches, but they're not competitive. So hopefully this match, the women's matches are more competitive because they kind of don't. Even the exhibitions, we've watched women's exhibition matches and they really take it seriously. So, but I guess on the men's side, I don't know. On the women's side, they're definitely trying to get one up on each other, but on the men's side, they seem to all just kind of like be like Alcaraz won easily, Djokovic won easily. There wasn't really any pushback against them. So I'm hoping Felix pushes back against Sinner, and tries. To be honest, the qualies have been good. Yeah, the qualies have had some good matches for sure. I'm so happy to see Roger practice with Rude earlier today. That was awesome. Fed still got it. Yeah, it was fun to watch. So much fun to watch. All right, here we go. Jannik Sinner walking out on court. And the crowd goes wild. There's a lot of people not there because it's hot in the sun. But, yeah. All right. Here we go. Sinner and FAA. First time we're seeing Sinner in Australia. It's an exhibition, so it's hard to take this too seriously. But yeah. By the way, chat, we're almost at 100 likes already, so thank you for that. Also, tomorrow there's finals. We might watch some finals, but in terms of like Australian Open stuff, there's not much going on. There's like obviously the qualies are done. Tomorrow night is a Federer match with Federer doubles, I should say. Yeah, it's been an I mean, the first week of the year was crazy. Second week of the year, kind of chill. Means the third week, fourth week are going to be crazy because that's the Australian Open. Sinner's kit doesn't look great, to say the least. I don't like the color. Yeah, Sinner doesn't really. They don't really give Sinner the flashiest outfits. They usually give him the. I don't know what you call. I mean, is that like a mustard? It's a mustardy looking getup. They don't really give Sinner any. I don't know. Maybe he asked for like the it's very muted, right? Like, FAA's got the orange, and Sinner's got, like, the mustard. He goes for a lot of browns and like, orange. I loved it when he wore the black outfit the other night. I was like, that's so crazy. Like, when he wears the black outfit, it just is like Federer 07 or whatever it was. Federer back in the day. Whenever anyone's wearing black at tennis, I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay. They just feel more serious, serious, At least one of them looks decent. Yeah, FAA's outfit looks sick. FAA looks great in his in the orange. Yeah, Sinner's never really been like. Look, it's not a fashion contest, Win Grand Slams. Who cares what you wear? But yeah, they don't really give Sinner the. He's probably not really fussed by what they just give him. He's like, hey, wear this, and he's like, okay, whatever. Orange kit looks decent. Yeah, it does. Serena wearing the all black of the US. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. They're warming up, and then we're going to get this started. First time seeing Sinner on this court. And we are going to find out. I really hope FAA. I mean, the Musetti-Zverev match was competitive until it stopped, but I really hope Felix makes a match of this. Like, I know it's an exhibition, so we shouldn't be, too serious about it, but I do hope that it's at least it's close. Give us something close. Give us something to watch. Give Sinner a bit of a run so we can kind of go, ooh, remember that happened? Because so far, the three guys that we all think are gonna, the three guys that everyone's picking to win, none of them have been tested at all. None of them have really played. So if Felix was even getting a set off Sinner, would be like, oh, okay, something different, something different. The orange kit looks fine. The yellow's awful. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, Mirra's up a break 4-2. Nice. All right. And just warming up. By the way, there's some I don't know what it is, some skills test thing tonight. No idea. I'm not going to be watching it, but it's something's happening. By the way, chat, on day one schedule, who do you want to watch? Who do you want to watch? Because this might be the last stream we do. Oh, actually, no, because we're going to watch finals tomorrow. But this might be one of the last streams we do. But who do you want to watch on day one? Besides Alcaraz. 4-2 is the head-to-head between these two. Sinner leading. They play the ATP finals. Sinner won 7-5, 6-1. We watched that last year. Night session for sure, yeah. Day session, I want to watch something in the day. Zverev Diallo is kind of intriguing. I agree. I do agree. This could be. No, when I thought last stream, I meant last stream until Sunday. By de Minaur versus Berrettini, that'll probably be on Tuesday night, I reckon. Wait, hang on. No, it'll be on Monday night because de Minaur is playing. De Minaur is playing top half. So that means Sinner's probably playing on day 3, maybe day 3 with Sinner. Because the bottom half of the draw play day 2 and 3, right? And then day 1 and 2 is for the top half. And if they're going to if they put de Minaur or Berrettini on at night, then either Sinner plays during the afternoon and Djokovic plays on day 3, or Djokovic plays during the afternoon and Sinner plays day 3. Because Djokovic has to play on Monday or Tuesday with Sinner. Or they have to play on those 2 days, so. And what about on the women's side? So, day 2 could have... I think Swiatek will play day 3. Coco plays day 2 as well because Sabalenka and Coco in the same half. So, top half... Who else in the top half hasn't been... So, top half... Venus is playing on day 1. Oh, Ayala's playing on day 2. And then day 3... Oh, Andreeva Vekic on day 2 as well. So maybe Swiatek plays day 3. Raducanu probably plays day 3. Osaka day 3. Joint Valentova day 3. Or maybe they'll do a night session with 2 Aussies, probably. They'll probably do Joint and de Minaur back-to-back Aussies, maybe. Because Joint Valentova is a pretty big match too. For the new generation. So Medvedev has to play day 2. Rublev, Zverev's playing day 1. Bublik plays day 2. Berrettini plays day 2 with Demon. And then day 3... Yeah, Djokovic Martinez is probably day 2 or 3, depending on probably. I mean, Sinner and Djokovic both want to play the day session. So Sinner probably plays whatever it is. Fonseca probably plays day 3 to give himself a little extra time. Man, I tell you, chat, until we start getting some new Grand Slam champions, there ain't much to watch on the first few days. You're watching, you go, okay, Sinner, Alcaraz, Djokovic, Berrettini, de Minaur, and unless you have a favorite of someone else, like there's not too many matchups that are like de Minaur, Berrettini is the only real like. Oh, on Bears, Shelton's interesting, but yeah, like it's. On the men's side, it's hard to find matches that are like super crazy first round. Women's side of things, obviously, everyone could lose in the first round. All right, here we go. Felix wins the first point. He is serving 15 love. Let's see if FAA can make this interesting. Sam Querrey looking like Mary Poppins. As he's gonna get roasted if he has to sit there all tournament. Somebody get that guy a hat. Anyways, forehand goes cross court, and the forehand of Sinner. Good pickup by Felix, but it's long, 15-0. Sam Querrey going to be tomato at the end of this tournament. He's going to get roasted. Ah, 15-0. Darren Cahill back for another season. Serve. Ace from Felix. Nice. 30-15. Maybe Berrettini, de Minaur, Margaret Court on day 2. Nah. Berrettini, de Minaur is night session Rod Laver Arena. There's no way they're going to put that on court 2. There's no way they're going to put the number 1 Australian who's a top 10 player against a former semi-finalist anywhere but Rod Laver. Primetime night session. There's no chance they're putting him on Margaret Court. That's crazy. Unless he requests it. 40-15, nice backhand winner from Felix. Unless de Minaur says, I want to play on Margaret Court. But again, that is primetime Monday night, 7 o'clock, whatever, that has to be. De Minaur versus Berrettini is like, and not only that, it's just the best match of the first round. If this was the US Open draw, we'd say the same thing. Like Berrettini, de Minaur is the best match in the draw in the first round. It's like the first round match, so it's got to be prime time. Any other tournament would be the same conversation. All right, serve into the backhand of Sinner in the net, but Felix double faulted, and it's 40-30. 40-30. They said Sinner's going to cut the mustard. Is that because he's wearing a mustard? All right, 40-30. 7 to the 400 Sinner. 400 from Felix is too good. All right, FAA. Making the number 2 in the world stretch. All right. First game in the bag. Nice hitting from Sinner. What matches would you say are definitely watching on? We are definitely watching on day 1 and 2. So I'll tell you the players we're definitely watching. We're definitely watching Djokovic. We're definitely watching Sinner. We're definitely watching Alcaraz. Right. So those 3 guys definitely watching. On the women's side, Swiatek, probably Coco. Raducanu, Eala, if we can, if it works out. Sabalenka, day 1, we'll watch Sabalenka. Mirra and Boko final. Ooh, we'll watch that tomorrow. Yeah. So those players, and then, Berrettini, de Minaur will probably try and tune into that. Vekic, Andreeva, we might watch that. Venus. Oh, no, we won't watch Venus because Venus is on at the same time. Because why they just did that stupid. They ruined. I wanted to watch Venus, but they put her on. Yeah. We're not watching any Aussies outside Demon. No, we're not watching any Aussies except when there's a big crazy match. We're actually watching two Aussies. We're watching Walton and we're watching Demon. But yeah, it's hard to know when until the schedule comes out. But day one, Sabalenka, Alcaraz are definitely on my radar. We're definitely gonna watch them. Maybe Raducanu. All right. All right. One love. Sinner with a serve. Into the back end of Felix. Sinner with a forehand. It's too good. Oh, no, it went out. Oh, he missed it. Love 30. All right, Felix with a chance to break. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. As we said about why the forehand to Felix. Return goes forehand to Sinner. Sinner hits a winner. 15-30. Sinner not feeling the ball yet? Yeah. He's missing. He was just missing. All right, 15-30. Felix looking great. Form. Yeah. All right, 15-30. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. Good second serve. And Felix hits a return long. 30-all. If one of them win, they would already have 250, 500, 1,000 in their trophy. Oh, you're talking about tomorrow's final. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, for Mboko, that's crazy. That her first 3 titles, she's ticked those boxes. Like, that's insane. But same for Andreeva, you know. But on Boko, like, the fact that she could clean up would be insane. That's going to be a good match. I wonder if they played in juniors. Backhand return. Into the backhand of Sinner. Backhand out from Felix. Into the net. 40-30. Did they play in juniors? They must have come close. Because they haven't played in real life. Right? All right, 40-30. Well, they played once in juniors, and it was Andreeva winning in the in straight sets. Sinner holds 1-1. It was on a hard court back in 2021, a J1 event, which I think is like a Masters 1000 of juniors. I guess you could call it, because I think it's J1 is one level below Grand Slam. I think. Is it J1 or is it J5? Is it the other way around? I think J1's a... let me check. I'm not 100% on all the naming conventions on junior tennis. Yeah, so a J1 is like the biggest outside of a slam, and then it goes like 2, 3 down, and then goes down, right? So Grand Slam J1, I think is... Or maybe JA... And then J1, either way. J1's a big tournament. It's funny because I'm looking here and I can see a lot of names like Schneider. I can see Fruhvirtova. You know, all opponents against these ladies in the juniors as well. Eala took out on Boko in the US Open. Jovic. Love 15. As that goes out by Felix. Love 30. Felix has lost like 6 points in a row. But yeah, they played in College Park, USA, and a third round Andreeva got the win. It's the only time they've played, but a lot has changed. Preston's up 5-2 against Jovic. Nice. Oh, yeah, Mboko won Hong Kong. Right. Love 30. As FAA serves. Into the backhand of Sinner. Return goes forehand to Felix. Sinner with a slice. It's Felix. Cross-court forehand. In comes Felix, and Sinner hits it in the net. It's 15-30. Nice aggression from Felix. All right, 15-30. FAA serves again. And Boca for the upset. I don't know. I don't think it's an upset, is it? I mean, Andreeva probably the favorite, but I don't think Mboko winning would be an upset. I think Mboko could win, yeah. But I don't know if it's an upset. I guess I've got to wait till the odds come out, but I'd say it's probably like advantage Andreeva slightly because of ranking, but Mboko is definitely capable of beating her. As that goes out by Felix on the forehand. 15-40. 15-40. When are they playing tomorrow? Does anyone know what time? 15-40. Break points for Sinner. As FAA serves. A fault. Second serve. Dutchy, when are they playing? You sent me the schedule? I haven't checked. Return winner Sinner. He kind of shanked it, but he wins the break. It's 2-1. Now, Gene, you sent me about 7 things today. I must have missed it. I was too busy looking at the schedule for the AO that you sent me. I must have missed the Adelaide schedule. What time? What time though? Yeah, Dutchy. Yeah, same thing. I think you sent me like a bunch of stuff, and I must have just missed it while I was out and about. What time though? That's more important. 12:30 p.m. So that'll be 1 o'clock my time. Okay. Oh, 12:30 my time. Okay. You sure? They're playing at midday in Adelaide. That can't be right. Well, maybe it is. The amount of people that are cutting their lawn today is happening. A lot of people out there doing gardening today. It's a gardener's day. I said 1 o'clock my time. All right. Yeah, Adelaide time's 30 minutes behind. I don't know why, but it is. Yeah, Adelaide just have 30 minutes off. By the way, Djokovic watching Federer practice is fun. I'm so tempted to rewatch the Australian Open 2017. I just want to rewatch it. I just want to see Roger and Rafa again. I miss them. They're like, there's nothing like them. I miss them. I miss them so much. All right. 2-1. At least it's not Perth. Yeah, Perth time zone was the worst. Made no sense. All right. 2-1. Who will win the AO? I bet on Pegula and Djokovic. Did you? Okay. As that backhand goes wide by Felix. 15 love. Roger said that 2017 was his most memorable match. Yeah, I heard that. All right, 15 love. Serving to the forehand of Felix. Backing out from Sinner. Felix with the forehand. Sinner with a slice in the net. It's 15-0. 15-0. By the way, chat, I don't know if I've mentioned, but we've got Australia have now got cookie M&Ms, like cookie, what do they call it? Cookie Crunch M&Ms or something? Rika sent me a bunch of them from America back like last year. But now we have those. We don't have peanut butter and jelly though, which I really want to eat. All right, Sinner with a drop shot winner, 30-15. So yeah, so those are. I'm trying not to eat too shitty during the Australian Open, so I'm not going to eat them. Are they yummy though? They are yummy. I've had them, but I don't want to get them every day. They're very good though. Yeah, very, very tasty. Kerber's always hungry. Yeah, because I burned so much energy on stream. Holy shit, Gerard Butler's there. Oh yeah, he's filming a movie in Melbourne. He is I love him. This is Sparta. 40-15. As the return goes the volley of Sinner. Aliassime gets it back and then puts away the winner. 40-30. I've been watching. I got a lot of Gerard Butler movies in my collection. I've got 300. By the way, best Gerard Butler movie, Law Abiding Citizen. That is by far the best movie. 300 is great. Law Abiding Citizen, his best movie. Law Abiding Citizen. If you don't watch that movie, if you haven't seen that movie, you'll watch that movie. It's crazy. All right, 40-30. It's a great movie. One of my favorites. Felix hits a return out. 3-1. Cam knows. I know. I love that movie. That movie is good. It gets me every time. You don't watch it for a year and then you're like, oh shit. It's awesome. Great movie. 3-1. Den of Thieves is good too. Den of Thieves is good. What other movies do I have of him being in the... There's one that, is it called Greenland? When he, it's on, I think it's on Netflix. It's where like, it's like the end of the world and he's got to like, him and his family, they're trying to like be saved. I can't remember. Is it called Greenland? Maybe? He's in a couple of those like disaster movies. Oh, you know another one? Is he in Olympus Has Fallen? Is he in that as well? As like the security guard? As like the bodyguard? 15 Love. That's a good one too. Oh, sequel just came out? Okay. Don't know why there's a sequel to The End of the World, but okay. I don't remember Armageddon 2. Maybe it was on straight to DVD. 30 Love. Pardon me. All right, here we go. So I've got... oh yeah, he's in it. Yeah, Olympus Has Fallen. Yeah. He's the bodyguard for him. All right, 30 Love. As Sinner hits a return long. 40 Love. Do you think Medvedev has a chance of top 5 this year? Yes. Yep, because number 5 is up for grabs for sure. 40 Love. Served to the T's and ace. All right, Felix holds. He could have been up the break here, but FAA instead got broken. 3-2. Sinner with the break. But yeah, I think Medvedev could be top 5. The number 5 spot between like, what is it? Like, what do I say? Every week I seem to say this. 5 and 9 is like neck and neck. So if he gets like into the top, if he gets to number 9, he'll only be like a couple of points away from 5. So he's what, number 11? If he can get into that top 10 by the end of the Open, I mean, he could be at the end of the Open. He could be top. He'd have to make the final, but he could be top 5 at the end of the tournament. So him and Draper, so he's number 12. So he is about 900 points away from Fritz at 9. So there's a big gap between 9 and 10. There's about 800 points. But between 5 and 9, there's only like 200 points. So if Medvedev can make the semis here, which is a legitimate chance, or the final, which would be a little bit, he'd have to beat Alcaraz or Sinner, then he puts himself in that mix with Musetti and De Minaur, FAA, Fritz and Shelton. Like he's right in that traffic jam. So yeah, he could. That's for if he wants to be in the top by February, right? By the end of the year, he's got no points at Wimbledon, no points at the US Open, no points in Australia, no points at the French, right? 4 Grand Slams. He's won 1 match in the last 12 months. All of that's up for grabs. He did well in Indian Wells, but I don't remember him doing well at Miami. He can win those tournaments though. Like he can win Miami. So yeah, he's got so much upside, Medvedev, and he's just starting to come good. So it's like perfect timing for him. He has to do well in Australia though. If he loses first round or second round here, that's a big loss, but big missed opportunity. But if he can win, if he can make it to the quarters of this tournament, then that'll at least help him, boost his points. Second round Miami, did he? Okay. Well, yeah, that's another one up for grabs, right? I mean, he could win. There's tournaments in February that he could be, Dubai, Doha, Rotterdam, if he plays any of those. Darren Cahill on the camera, which he didn't realize because he was talking. Rock and Roller with Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's a great actor too. I got to rewatch Peaky Blinders because he's in that. His character's great. Alfie, he's very funny, but also scary as fuck. Like it's very scary. He's a very scary character, but he's also kind of funny, but in a scary way. Like he's like haha, and then he scares you. 3-2. Sinner serves. To the backhand of Felix. Return goes back into Sinner. Felix backhand. Nope. Sinner hit it out. Love 15. Love 15. It's amazing how little Djokovic plays and stays in top 4. Yeah. I mean, the tournaments he plays, he wins. Or he makes the finals. He knows how to how to get the points he needs, right? All right, 15-0. I totally forgot that we're watching Felix, and this is going to take 2 hours. Got to reorganize my plans. All right, 15-0. As we had a 4-4 rally down the line now. The back end of Sinner. 4 now from Felix is long. That was a shank. 30-15. Got to rewatch Peaky Blinders before the film comes out. Yeah. Was it season 4 when the New Yorkers come to Birmingham? That season was crazy. I think it was season 4 when the was it Changretti? What was the name? The Italian mob come to town. That season was insane. All right, 30-15. Is it a 4-4 rally? Felix with an inside-out winner. All right, 30-all. FAA trying to get this break back. Yeah, 4 hours, more like it. Yeah, he's going to get 4 hours if Felix breaks back. All right, serve again. $30 all. Jesus, windy outside. All right, 30-all. As we're flying down to the back end of Felix. Backing up from Sinner. Again, the back end of Felix. Sinner backing again. Felix goes down the middle. Sinner not moving much. FAA doing all the work as we get a drop shot from Sinner. FAA gets it with a slice. Sinner with a pass. Yeah, Felix was never in that point. Sinner too good. FAA just hitting it down the middle like he's being nice or something. FAA not really doing anything in that rally. 40-30. Just let Sinner dictate the entire rally. First at 6-4 against Jovic. Nice. Luka Changredi was season 4. Epic. Yeah, that season was crazy. That season was crazy. 40-30. There's a serve and volley. Sinner. Nice. 4-2. It's clutched by Sinner. 4-2. Back to FAA. All right. 4-2. Back to FAA. Felix serving in the sun. As he serves. As the backhand goes in line, the forehand of Sinner. Backhand now from Felix. Going to the forehand of Sinner as Felix tries to run around, hits a forehand in the net. What was that? Love 15. My battery is at 67. I said 6-7. Good one. All right. Love 15. Love 15. As we just served on the tee. The return goes to the net by Sinner. 15-all. That is a crazy shirt. That man has an insane shirt. Is that a real picture? Did Steve Irwin actually get a photo with Tupac? There's no way. Linda.
Sinner playing one of character boys in the orange.
Yeah, he's playing one of his fans. Thank you for the donation. That can't have been a real shirt. That guy was like, by the way, he was holding 2 cans of drink, 2 beers in one hand. That's called double parked. Great volley by Felix, but Sinner too good. Is that a real photo? Because that is crazy. It could be. I mean, it could be real. Maybe. Nah, it's not real. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake. AI, boo. 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 It's Photoshopped. Boo. It's Photoshopped. It's Photoshopped. Boo. Boo. Yeah, I said it all. But what if that did happen? That'd be crazy. All right, 30-all. Felix serves again. As Sinner hits a return winner. Hit it out. Sorry, just missed. 40-30. 40-30. Serve again. I tell you, it's a good Photoshop. It caught me. It fooled me. As with a volley, nope. That goes out by Sinner, and Felix takes the game, but it's still 4-3. Sinner with a break. It's out. Medvedev's a legend. All right, 4-3. Sinner with the break. All right. Let's see what FA can if you can get this break back. By the way, chat, we're almost at 100 likes, so appreciate that. Also, don't forget to hype the stream because apparently that's a thing that you can do and it does things. I don't know. Also, we're almost at 278k. Holy hell! What a start to the year. Oh, do you want to check out what I found at the thrift? I'm going to show you anyway. Check this out. I think I'm going to put my tea in here. And I said tea. Actually, like this, I'm going to put this in here. Check this out. How? It's just a jug, but it's from like 1970. It's a great find. If it was, I wish it was red, but this is like awesome. $5. $5 to keep my drinks cold. So good. So I'm gonna put all this in there now. I won't drink out of it. It'll be my beverage dispenser. That's a bucket. You know, it's a bucket. It's not a cup. Well, I'm not gonna drink out of it. I'm gonna pour drinks out of it. It just stood out to me while I was walking around. I was like, oh my God, I don't usually go down the homeware section. Are you copying Tiafo with a bucket of water? Well, he had a crate or whatever. He had like a tank of water. This is made of plastic. All right, 4-3. Sinner serves. An ace. Nope, that was an ace. Was it a fault? No. Second serve. Serving to the front of Felix. Hey, it matches Felix's shirt. If you're wondering what FA's shirt color is, it's this. As with a backhand out from Sinner into the backhand of Felix. Sinner backhand again. Felix goes down the line. Sinner's there with a forehand. Felix with a slice. And Sinner with a forehand again. Felix on the stretch goes in the backhand of Sinner. Felix again with a forehand. Goes cross court the forehand of Sinner into the backhand of Felix. Sinner with a forehand again. This is one of the better rallies so far. Sinner backhand cross court. Felix in control. Slices it in the net though. And that was the best rally we've had. 15 love. 23 shot rally. Chat, out of all the matches we've watched this week in this like Australian Open exhibition thing, this is the best one. This has been the most competitive. Like these two guys are not, doing the highlight thing. They're playing real. This is serious. And I respect that. It does say Tupperware on the bottom, yes. All right, serve is a fault. As Sinner nearly kicks the ball at the ball kid. Second serve. Serving the forehand of Felix. Forehand from Sinner on the stretch. Felix goes down the line in the net. 30 love. Yeah, these guys are playing real. All right. 30 love. Serve again. Down the tee, the backhand of Felix. Sinner comes in with a forehand, puts it away. 40 love. Love. All right. 40 love. First serve is a let. Seven to the back of Felix. Sinner with the back end of the forehand of Felix, who hits a drop shot. But Sinner gets there and, in the net. That would have been a great shot. 40-15. Hello. 40-15. 40-15. 1 point slam was the best, but that wasn't a match. That was a whole thing. This has been the best match so far this week. 40-15. Actually, maybe Zverev and Musetti was better. Maybe. Good serve. And Felix hits it wide. Sinner 5-3. 5-3 to Sinner. He got the break and he's held on ever since. All right. Zverev Musetti was closer, but these rallies themselves are high quality. Yeah. Yeah, these feel like more intense, but it's also more impressive, I think, because it's like the fact that Felix is pushing Sinner is the impressive part, I think. Whereas the Zverev Musetti match, they're pretty close. Well, Zverev's slightly better on a hard court, you would say, but in this one, Felix, even though he's down 5-3, some of these rallies, he's really working Sinner, which is good. It's what we want to see. We don't want to see. Maybe unless you're a Sinner or Alcaraz fan, we want to see some competition, even if it is in a practice match. There's a volley from Felix. That's a great shot. 15-love. Unlike yesterday, where De Minaur just got, he played one good point and everyone cheered, and Alcaraz just wiped the floor with him, which was hard to watch. All right, 15-love. As Felix serves. Fault. Second serve. Serve again. Into the forehand of Sinner. Return goes long, and it's 30-love. 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 Packed house, by the way. Pretty sure all these matches, money goes to charity, I think. Or is it maybe only the night matches? And the day matches just go, I don't know. We have to double check. They haven't said donate to the charity in this match, though. Maybe it's only the night matches that are charity matches. Not sure. Does anyone know? The day session matches are for the fans. All right, double fault. 30-15. See you later, Linda. All right, 30-15. Felix serves again. We get a serve. Oh, why are you scratching me? Don't scratch me. Don't scratch me. Don't scratch me. Don't scratch me. Where's your toy? Go get your toy. Go get your toy. Where'd it go? Where is your toy? Where is it? Where is it? 30-15. Back in return. Into the back end of Felix. Felix, it's a long 30-0. Go get it. Go get your toy. Okay. 30-0. As Felix serves again. Down the tee, the back and Sinner. Sinner in the net. 40-30. Come here. I'll get you. Oh, Mia, why'd you have to make that smell? Why'd you do that, Papa? Huh? You want to say hello? All right. 40-30. Nothing up here. 40-30. Okay. It's not that bad. As we serve to the back end of Sinner, return goes in the forehand of Felix. Felix hits it wide, though, and it's deuce. What's up? Where are you going? Okay. All right, we get the deuce. For me, actually, in the last 3 months, Felix is the three best player in the world after Sinner Alcaraz. Yeah, maybe. There's been a 4-4 rally. And Sinner hits it long, advantage Felix. Advantage FAA. As Felix serves again. There's a bit of forehand down the line of the backhand of Felix, and Felix hits it long. We're back to deuce. Kind of too funny when you said, get your toy. My cat woke up and looked around. Whoops, sorry. All right, deuce. All right, we get the deuce. Serve again. As Felix, it's a great serve. All right. Advantage FAA. Maybe Swiatek is no Samsonova, but she doesn't like to know her draw. I just saw a journalist reveal almost the whole thing, and her face was like, thanks, dude. Who, Swiatek? All right, FAA holds. Yeah, that's kind of a dick move. The same thing happened to Alcaraz last night. They asked him, they're like, have you seen the draw? You're playing Berrettini. And you go, he doesn't want to talk about it. Yeah, I mean, look, I think there's always, there's been, I don't think it's just tennis, but I think in most areas, even outside of sports, the journalism is, can be a bit, what's the word? I wouldn't say it's a bit intrusive because they've got to ask questions, but it's a bit like, I don't know, what's the word? Not rude, but inconsiderate, maybe? It's not really about I'm going to ask this player whatever the fuck I want because I'm here, rather than being maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, oblivious. Yeah, I'm going to ask Swiatek about the draw, and then Swiatek's like, I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, a little bit yeah, I don't know what the word is. Just yeah. I mean, they're asking questions. It's their job, but then some questions are, I guess, yeah, they're not really mindful of the player. That's probably why the players get really pissed off at the questions because they're really, why don't you like Felix? Why don't I like Felix? I don't know. Why do I not like Felix? Nike and Adidas can use this match as marketing. Maybe. All right, 5-4. Sinner 7 for the set. Swiatek's looking at the question. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, 15 love. Sinner 7 for the set. Uh, 15 love. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Here's the forehand to Felix. Return the forehand to Sinner. Felix backhand. Sinner with the forehand again. The backhand to Felix. Sinner wins the point. Felix sprays it wide. 30 love. $30 love. Sinner serves again. At the back end of Felix. Volley, half volley from Sinner's good. But Felix the pass. Oh, he just pushed it wide. 40 love. I tell you, FAA's been... I mean, he's been in this match, but he has... Like, he's just not been good enough when he needs to be. But he's been in this. This has been a competitive set. 40 love. Good serve out wide. And then a volley from Sinner. Felix with the pass. It goes long. Nice work, Sinner. First set in the bag. But that was, especially early. I mean, FAA had a chance to break early in the match. Didn't take it. Sinner did. That was the difference. Journalists are becoming more and more thoughtless. Yeah, maybe that's the word, thoughtless. Yeah, but again, it's like you gotta remember that the journalists are being told from, and most of them, not all of them, but some of them are being told from their bosses, we need this story, and they've got to get a quote for the story. So they're going to ask those questions that, get those reactions, right? Even if the players don't think they're good questions, or they seem like, silly questions, they're going to ask the questions because they need to get the quote to then make the story. So then their boss doesn't fire them. That's just the way it is. So you can't really hate the person for asking the question because they're just doing their job. They're trying to do their job so they don't get kicked out. What are my thoughts on Jovic? I think she's great. Another good young player coming through. WTA, I say it all the time. It is not short of great players. So many players, so many future stars, so many current stars, so many things that are so good on the WTA. The only thing they need to do is promote it better. But also the players are doing that. It would have been interesting if Coco Gauff wasn't around, if tennis on the women's side would be doing as well. Because I think Coco doesn't get any credit for that. If Coco being America's big hope and big champion, Pegula and Anisimova and they're and Keys and stuff, they're good. But Coco is the face of American tennis right now, right? She should get more credit for it. How popular tennis being popular in America is. Coco is a massive reason for that on the women's side. But yeah, it's just in such a good spot. And they've got so many stars. I mean, Jovic coming through for America again, another star there. Obviously, there's stars throughout different parts of Asia that are coming up as well. You've got a Canadian star as well. I mean, it's just such a great, there's some Australians doing well, which is great for us. So it's awesome. All right, backhand passing shot from Sinner. Volley from FA is good, but Sinner's got it. Too good. Love 15. Coco coming up and having a great run at 15 definitely helped. Yeah. Yeah. Especially because there was that overlap with Serena. Obviously Serena was, for so long, was American tennis. And the year that Serena makes the Wimbledon final was the year that Coco announces herself. So it was a good, it was a perfect, situation. Having that overlap, even if it was just for a year. Because if maybe, if there'd been, a year or two where there was no one to watch in America, it would have been harder to try and get people back into it. But because people were still watching Serena, they also could see Gauff and, and stick around for Coco, right? So it probably did. It was great. Yeah. It was great to have that for American tennis. It was great to have that happen. 400 rallies. That's a winner there from Sinner. Love 30. FAA is in trouble. Yeah. I mean, similar to Alcaraz and Sinner, right? I mean, they've come up. Nadal on the way out. Djokovic is getting older, and then you've got Sinner, Alcaraz. So people that were watching for those guys are sticking around for these guys. So you don't lose, because there was always that fear that tennis was going to be bad nobody's going to watch tennis once Federer, Nadal, Djokovic retired because there was no one to watch. And then Alcaraz and Sinner have come up, and there's that overlap. There was that bit of overlap, so, you know, people didn't, you know, go watch another sport for 2 years before someone, you know, arrived. All right, 4-4 rally now. Back in from Sinner, love 30. As with a 4 from Sinner, but just goes wide, 15-30. 15-30. Yes, Mia. 15-30. FAA played 2 great points and he's loved 30. Yep. Don't bite me. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Go get your toy. Go get your toy. Go on. Go get it. Go get your toy. Go get your toy. Go on. Go get your toy. 15-30. Hey, what's up, Belinda? How you doing? 15-30. $15.30 is Felix double faults. 15.40. Ow. 15.40. Mia's gone wild. She's gone crazy. You're crazy. Go crazy. Don't bite me. 15.40. Don't eat the chair. Don't bite the chair. Don't bite the chair. Hey, hey. Don't bite the chair. Don't bite the chair. Go get your toy. 15.40. Go on. Go on. Go get your toy. Where is it? Where is it? Go on. 15.40. Serve in the back of the Sinner. Return goes in the back of Felix. Ooh, and Felix hit the baseline. 30-40. 30-40. One saved. Sinner said fun is over for the break. Yeah, he wants a break just to kind of go, okay, we'll keep this, keep this in my favor. 30-40. 30-40. As that return goes out by Sinner and we get the deuce. We get the deuce. Serve again. As the return goes out by Sinner, advantage Felix. Almost an hour played already. All right, advantage FAA. Serve to the back into Sinner, but it's a fault. Very late call. Second serve. Serve to the backhand of Sinner. Back into Felix. The backhand of Sinner. Felix with the forehand on the stretch. Goes long and we get the deuce. Back to deuce. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Seven to the forehand of Sinner. Shank return goes long and it's advantage Felix. The pros might have felt guilty if they won the 1 point slam $1 million? Maybe. All right, forehand from Felix cross court. Into the forehand of Sinner. Felix forehand again. Sinner goes to the backhand of Felix. Felix is a long. And it's back to deuce. Back to deuce. Now, 1 second, chat. Come on. All right, advantage, Felix. Seven to the back and Sinner. And Sinner in the net. All right, 1-love Felix in the second. That was like a 10-minute game. Tennis has always been a global sport, never depended on one person, like Michael Jordan made basketball a global sport. And? What was that for? What's happening? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Felix survived the bagel. Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Oh, good serve, Sinner. Return goes in the backhand. Sinner, backhand for Felix. Goes in the forehand of Sinner to the forehand of Felix. Sinner backhand. Again to the forehand of Felix. And Sinner backhand again. Into the forehand of Felix. Felix is the wide. 15-love. By the way, Chad, I was walking around today for a little bit before I went to the thrift store, and I got this. I missed out on this photo. I was walking down this, like, what do you call it? It wasn't like an alleyway. It was connecting, like, it was like through the shops, but it was not like, I don't know, it was like a passageway, right? And it was all dark, and then like down the other end, it was like lit up. Like at the very end, it was like a dark passage, but then like at the end, there was like light. And I was lined it up, and I was like taking a photo because I was like, oh, this is it could be a cool photo. There's a bit of backhand out of the forehand of Felix. Felix hits it wide, 30-love. And there was a guy like painting, like putting up a sign down the over the road, and I was like, oh, I'll take a photo of that. I take a photo, I start walking, and this guy on a bike rides past, like a perfect silhouette of a bike. And I was like, missed it by 1 second. And then I went back, and I'm like, I'm going to wait. Maybe that guy will ride back. And then I took a photo of a guy like walking in, and it was just his shadow. It's like, the bike was better. 40-love. It would have been such a kick-ass photo. It would have been so good. It would have been so good. It would have been such a good photo, but I just missed it. Yeah, this is the photo I did take. Like, imagine there was a guy, like a bike. So there's a guy doing the sign. Imagine there was like a bike, like a silhouette of a guy on a bike, like in just going past. I was like, oh. Ugh. Anyways, 1-0. Would have been an absolute banger. Hey, we got to 100 likes. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. 15 love. There was a chance Pavlyuchenkova could beat Sabalenka in the second round. She seems to challenge her. Yeah, maybe. All right. 15 love. It's a bit of fault from Felix. Second serve. As the return goes in the back of Felix, he hits a drop shot. Sinner's going to get it and hit it cross court for a win. No, it's wide. Just missed Sinner. 30 love. Oh, my dog's barking at something. 30 love. All right, 30 love. As the return goes in the forehand of Felix. Backing out from Sinner. Felix with a volley. Sinner with a pass. It's a lob. Smart. Smart shot, 40 love. Sorry, 30-15. What's wrong, Mia? You okay? All right, 30-15. Cam, when you traveled around Asia, did you bring a dedicated camera to shoot photos or did you use your smartphone? If it's the former, what camera was it? I used my phone, but I tell you, I also bought, I had a disposable camera that I wanted to try and use, and I used it. Yeah, so I had a disposable camera as well. 30-15. As that goes out by Felix 30-0. And the photos came out okay. They weren't great, but they came out. They came out all right. For like a shitty $20 disposable camera. All right, 30-0. But I want to I have a film camera. Like not a film camera. I have a DSLR camera, but I just don't get out to use it. But I'm looking into getting a film camera because I like the limit of having only like 30 photos. As with a volley from Felix, too good. He outplayed Sinner that time, 40-30. I like the fact that you can only take, whatever, 24, 30 photos, whatever it is. Because I don't look at the photos on my phone as much as I go through the photos that I took in Asia on the disposable camera. Even though some of them were really shitty. 40-30, 1 second. All right, we get to deuce. How's Sinner's form? He looks all right. FAA's making him work, so it's good. It's a beautiful drop shot that time. Off the tape, but still nice shot. As with a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Sinner. Backhand from Felix. A Sinner backhand to the forehand of Felix. Sinner forehand again. Into the slice of Felix. Sinner with another forehand. Into the slice of Felix. Sinner with a forehand again. Into that Felix backhand. Sinner with a backhand again. Just goes wide. Advantage Felix. All right. Advantage FAA to stay in front in this second set. All right, return goes in the net by Sinner, and it's 2-1 FAA. 2-1. Mboko versus Andreeva final in Adelaide. Yeah, that'd be fun tomorrow. That'd be fun. Yeah, but Sinner's form, I mean, it's... I think this has probably been one of the more competitive exhibitions, which is nice. Felix is making Sinner play these rallies, so that's good. That's good for us because it means we get to see Sinner actually, do some work, and have to play some real tennis, but. By the way, Chad, I don't know why, but I feel sorry for this DJ. Unless this DJ is like just an employee who knows how to press a play button, but like the DJ having to wear if that's a legit DJ, right? If that's a real DJ that goes out on clubs, does club scenes and stuff, and they made him wear an Australian Open polo shirt, he looks so corporate. It looks terrible. Why wouldn't they make him, let him wear, unless it's an Australian Open employee who also knows how to DJ. He doesn't look like a DJ. He looks like a linesman. But they're gone now. So he looks like somebody who I don't know, like a steward. Or like an usher. He looks like an usher. He looks like somebody who would tell you where to sit. Like, oh, just over here. But then they're like, oh, no, you can put the headphones on and stand over there. See, even pressing buttons, I don't even see. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't look like a DJ at all. He looks like he works in the sales department. 15 love. Yeah, why they do if it's a real DJ, God, they nerfed him. Let him wear normal clothes. Why are you making him wear Australian Open gear? He's one... doesn't go at all. He looks way too clean, right? Crispy. He looks like they just got that shirt out of the bag. Oh, well, you're doing the DJ dirty. All right, 30 love. And we serve it in the tee. And that goes out by Felix eventually. 40 love. 40 love. Serve again. A7T. All right. 2-2. I mean, there's something wrong when Darren Cahill looks cooler than the DJ. Remember when we used to make fun of Darren Cahill's? He looks homeless. Remember how we used to talk? He used to look homeless. Who remembers that? Who remembers when Darren Cahill used to in the coach's box? He used to look like he just got out of bed, and he just put on whatever the shirt that was available at the time. He's looking a little snappier these days, a little sharper these days. But the DJ, like Darren Cahill could be the DJ. Looks way more DJ with that hoodie. And it goes to the net by Felix, love 15. Give the DJ a hoodie at least. All right, 15 love. As FAA comes in net, but Sinner's too good. Love 30. He goes past him. Love 30. It wasn't a bad volley by Felix, but Sinner just too good with a flick. Forehand pass. All right, love 30. All right, first is a fault, second serve. Oh, guy in the crowd missed the catch, so that's awkward. I love 30. No, FA double faults. Oh, man. I love 40. Love 40. Serve to the forehand of Sinner. Forehand from Felix. The backhand of Sinner. Felix backhand. Into the backhand of Sinner. Again, the backhand of Felix. Sinner. Backhand again. Into the backhand of Felix. Sinner with a forehand drop shot. Felix gets to the backhand, but Sinner's there with a volley. Felix volleys it and puts it away. All right, one saved. There's a lot of work to save one. All right, 15-40. All right, 15-40. As Felix comes in with another volley winner. I love it when an FAA comes to the net. He's got such a crispy volley. I love it. He doesn't go to the net enough, but I love it when he goes to the net and he just has that his volleys are very Federer-like. Like the way he just kind of the footwork and just the smoothness of his volley, even though it's got some power, it's so Federer. It just has that Federer kind of silky smoothness, you know? He doesn't come in enough though. But he just has that effortless volley. I love it. Anyway, it's 4-4 rally. Still break point for Sinner. There's a backhand down the line from Sinner. Forehand from Felix is good. Sinner making him run. As with a slice from Sinner, Felix slices it back into the forehand of Sinner. Sinner shanks it wide. All right, Felix, whoops. FA gets the deuce. All right, deuce. Just imagine Djokovic, holder of 10 rings in Australia, decides to quit his pro journey after heats in Melbourne. Cam will be pissed. Okay. Why will Cam be pissed? I don't understand. All right, deuce. That was a bit of fault, second serve. By the way, Simon, don't cry, please. All right, serve. Oh, it's a double fault from Felix. All of that work for nothing. Advantage Sinner to get the break. Advantage Sinner. Advantage Sinner. As Felix serves. The back of Sinner. Return goes in the forehand to Felix. Sinner with a pass. Oh, he missed. He missed. Deuce. All right, we get the deuce. All right, as Sinner hits it out on the return advantage, Felix. All right, advantage Auger-Aliassime. And then an ace. All right, FAA. Puts his hands up in the air and he's up 3-2, but don't worry about that thing. All right, 3-2 Felix. And Simon, you're welcome. All right. By the way, Simon, can you just relax? You've been here for a while. You should relax. I know you love Felix, but just relax. All right, 3-2. All right, 3-2 FAA. All right. Cam's board is wrong. Simon, I said don't cry. Don't cry. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. It's been a long exhibition match, hasn't it, Mia? Going. All right, 3-2 Felix. All right, back to Sinner. As the return goes back into Sinner, backing up from Felix. Sinner with a forehand. As with a drop shot from Sinner. Too good. 15 love. 15 love. As the fault from Sinner, second serve. All right, 30 love. $30 love. Sinner serves again. And another good serve, 40 love. Oh. All right, 40 love. Sinner serves again. The back end of FAA. Sinner into the forehand of Felix. Sinner back end again. Sliced. Goes long. 40-15. 40-15. Serve again from Sinner. Into the forehand is a let. And to a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Felix. Forehand from Sinner. Goes wide. 40-30. 40-30. Scoreboard incorrect. What do you mean? Scoreboard's perfectly fine. It's working. 40-30. Sinner serves again. Into the forehand of Felix. Sinner with the backhand. Felix hits it in the net. And it's 3-0. Exactly like the scoreboard says. 3-3. 3 games all. Three games all. All right, back to Felix. All right. Felix hits it out. Love 15. Love 15. Felix serves again. As Felix hits it in the net. Good return from Sinner. I love 30. I love 30. Sinner returns it back to Felix. Sinner with a slice lob. Felix lets it bounce. It goes long. 15-30. 15-30. Every time I follow Felix, it feels like he's struggling to keep serve. Yeah, he goes down like love 40 out of nowhere, you know. Or he go down like 15, like love 30. Like, you know, he has a couple of good games and he's like love 30. Like, what? He has been hanging on to his serve very, like in this set, it's been pretty hard for him. You know, it's been all Sinner. You know, Sinner should have had the break multiple times by now, but Felix has done well to hang on to serve so far. All right, 30-0. As the serve goes back into Sinner, return is long, and it's 40-30. $40-30. $40-30. Has it a 4-4 rally. And then Felix hits it wide, and we're at deuce again on a Felix game. Back to deuce. As Felix says a fault, second serve. As return goes off the tape by Sinner. And he gets to advantage. That is cruel. All right, advantage Sinner. Advantage Sinner to take the break. As Felix serves. An ace. We're back to deuce. By the way, apparently the thing that's happening later is at 8 o'clock, so they've still got another hour and a half to play this match. All right, nice serving Felix again. Advantage. FA looks to have a cold. Does he? How? Do you know that? Advantage FA. Yeah, Deb's not here because it's super late. And it's not worth staying up all night to watch an exhibition unless you like the players, unless you want to watch them. Sinner hits it out and Felix stays in front. He's just hanging on to the lead. 4-3. 4-3. 42-minute second set for 7 games. Again, this is brutal. This is a brutal... Which is good. That's what we want. We want these to be... this is better than Demon or Alcaraz match yesterday. All right. So, yeah, tomorrow is the last day before the Australian Open starts for real. These guys are not playing on day 1, though. I don't think FAA is playing day 1. I think he's playing day 2. But tomorrow we've got a couple of finals happening. Mboko versus Andreeva is the interesting one, though. That's the one that I am looking at watching. Menchik Baez is interesting, but not like... I think Andreeva and Boko is like... I mean, very relevant. Because those two are, future Grand Slam champions. Potentially. By the way, if you haven't joined the bracket, join the bracket. Here's a link. I'm going to be doing a video on making a bracket, so join the bracket if you haven't already. Yeah, I'm going to make my bracket. I'll have to do that tomorrow, probably. And that video will be put out on the second channel. All right, return goes to the back end of Sinner. 4-0 from FAA goes wide, and it's 15-love. Team is locked in. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my team. I don't know if I'm going to make too many changes. 15-love. All right, 15-love. Doing my bracket right now. Nice. Return goes back into Sinner. 4-0 from Felix. Felix is long. That's 30-love. 30 love. Seven to the back into Felix. Felix in the net. 40 love. Again, Sinner is just cruising on serve, and Felix is playing like 20-minute games. It's just not fair. 40 love. As a return goes into the corner, Sinner. Sinner hits a win. All right, 4-0. Four games all. Four games all. Can Sinner finally break through? He's been just keeping... Well, so FAA is just keeping in front. We're going to serve again from Felix. Into the backhand of Sinner. Felix backhand. To the backhand of Sinner. Is Felix backhand again. Sinner goes in the backhand of Felix. Again, the forehand of Sinner. Felix on the stretch. Can't get it. No, he does get it. But Sinner's going to put it away. And it's love 15. This might be the game. This might be the game. He looks best in black. Who's that, Sinner? Look, they just pay him to wear it, all right? I'm sure he doesn't make these choices on his own. They just give him a shirt to wear, and they're like, hey, wear this one. He's all right. He gets paid to wear it. He didn't make the choice. I don't think he made the choice. Love 15. Second serve. To the forehand Sinner. Felix forehand cross-court winner. 15-0. $15. Cam Sinner is not looking as threatening as last year. Are you watching the same player? 15-0? Of course he's not. It's an exhibition. But, like, are you serious? He hasn't even played yet. We haven't even started really yet. Wait until the first round happens. Sinner with the pass. It's too good. 15-30. $15-30. And FAA just not good enough with the approach. Just it was a great return for Sinner. Felix couldn't do much with it. He just had to get it back, and then Sinner was there. I love his kit. I love those colors. His runners are cool. Nice. Serve to the back of Sinner. Into the forehand of Felix. Sinner with the forehand down the line is wide. Ooh, Sinner's had enough practice. He's like, let's get out of here. I've had enough. I've done enough. I don't need to be here anymore. 30-0. Just trying to get it done. Serve again. Into the back of the Sinner. Return goes short in the net. All right, 40-30. Felix again. Another game where he just fighting to stay in front. Serve again. Down the tee is a let. Serve again. Serve in the backhand of Sinner. Now from Felix. Sinner backhand. Down the line. Felix with a slice. Sinner's going to hit a forehand volley. Felix with a pass. Sinner with a volley is too good. We get to deuce. We get to deuce. All right, Sinner too good. We get the deuce. Seven to the 4 to Sinner. Sinner in the net. Advantage Felix. Advantage FAA. To take the lead again. I feel like every game Felix has served in this set has been deuce. Has he had an easy service game? I feel like every game he's had to like fight for on his serve. And then an ace, all right. FAA stays in front. 5-4 in the second. Sinner's going to serve to stay in it. Now, if it's one set all, it's a 10-point tiebreak. If it's one set all. All right. All right. But this has been like good for Felix. You know, it's been a good battle for him. It could have been ugly. This could have been over 30 minutes ago. Could have definitely been worse. So, it's a good thing. Okay. Sinner serving to stay in the set. Say that really fast 5 times. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Should give Felix some confidence compared to some of the previous matches. Oh, yeah. Even if he does lose in straights, it's like, well, he could get confidence from his, like how he's been able to hold serve under pressure. As Felix wins the first point, love 15. Like, he's definitely shown a lot of fight today, Felix, which is good. Love 15. As the return goes out, 15-all. First serve for Sinner, 15-all. Now a second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Felix, Sinner with the backhand. To the forehand of Felix, Sinner with the forehand on the stretch. Sinner with another forehand to the backhand of Felix. Sinner backhand into that Felix backhand. Sinner with another forehand. Felix gets that backhand deep. They go forehand to forehand now. Sinner again to the backhand of Felix. As Sinner backhand again. Felix again to the backhand of Sinner. As Felix runs around into forehand to the backhand of Sinner. Now Felix in trouble with a slice. Gets it back. Sinner with a drop shot. Too good. Great rally by both. FAA just had some opportunities to go for it, but he kind of just went back to the safe spot. Like there was a backhand that he could have gone down the line, but he went back cross court straight to Sinner, and he didn't really. And then he ran around that backhand, hit a forehand, and that's where he got out of position. Just a couple of. I mean, with Sinner, you've got to take like those half shots. Like if there's a shot down the line, you got to take it. You can't play safe because once you let Sinner back in the rally, you're out. 30-15. The drop, I tell you, Sinner's drop shot today has been so solid. It's definitely been an improvement. As Felix forehand inside out to the backhand of Sinner. Felix forehand again. To the backhand of Sinner. Felix now with a slice. Sinner gets the forehand down the line. Felix slice again. Sinner with another forehand. Oh, he missed it. 30 all. He sprayed it. 30 all. Basic question, when does the AO main draw start? Sunday or Monday? It starts on Sunday. They start on Sunday to get the extra day of event. All right, 30 all. Jovic versus Cocciaretto in the final of Hobart. Jovic is in great form. A semi-final and a final in the first 2 weeks. First serve is a fault, second serve. Yeah, Alcaraz plays on Sunday. He plays day one. As a return goes, forehand to Sinner. Forehand from Felix. Again, the forehand to Sinner. Felix backhand to the backhand of Sinner. Felix backhand down the middle. Sinner with the forehand cross-court winner to 40-30. FAA too good again. Oh, sorry. Sinner too good again for Felix. 40-30. As with a fault, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes back into Sinner, back in from Felix. Sinner down the line. Felix with the forehand into the forehand of Sinner. Felix backhand slice. Sinner backhand goes wide. We get the deuce. All right, deuce. All right. Sinner serves again. This is only the second time Sinner's had to battle on serve. Sinner serves a fault. Second serve. And the return goes forward to Sinner. Good return. Felix backhand. Sinner gets it. Volley Felix. Sinner's got it. But he missed it. Oh, okay. FAA's got a set point. God, Felix got lucky there because he came to the net and he just didn't come with any conviction. And then Sinner missed it. So he lost the point, Sinner, more than FAA won the point. FAA didn't... he got away with that. I think he knows it. All right. Felix to take the second and take us to a third set tiebreak. It'll be an ace. Serve. You ready? Sinner ace. Ready? Serve. Down the tee. Oh, Felix gets it. I lied. And then Sinner missed it. Okay, I lied. FAA takes the second. He steals it in an hour. All right, they're going to a 10-point tiebreak. Sinner hit a great serve and Felix got it. He guessed right. All right. 6-4 FAA. By the way, Tim Henman was in the box commentating. I didn't even hear that. Tim Henman was there? No. I don't know who that was. I'm like, who's the British guy? That's Tim Henman. Is it 10-point tiebreak? It is, yes. Pardon me. It is a 10-point tiebreak. All right. All right, here we go. FAA serving first in this tiebreak. This is a packed house, by the way. Jannik giving them hope in the exhibitions and smash them in real matches? Maybe, yeah. By far the best exhibition we've watched this week. The most competitive. The closest. I don't even think the ladies' matches have been. Were they 3 sets? No, because Raducanu beat Paolini in straights. Kessler beat Anisimova in straights. Zverev played 1 set. And then Alcaraz and Djokovic won easily yesterday. All right, here we go. 10-point tiebreak to finish this match. FA to serve. As the return goes to 4 to Felix, he shanks it long, and it's 1-love Sinner. All right. Oh, was Kessler 3 sets, was it? Oh, okay. There you go. 1-love Sinner. One Love Sinner. Serve again. Out wide the back of Felix. Return goes long. 2-love. All right, 2-love. First serve's a fault, second serve. How was Novak won against Tiafoe? I missed that. It was very boring. As we're back in now to the 400 Felix. 400 from Sinner, but Felix hits out. 3-love. I mean, when the most interesting thing happened was that Tiafoe had a massive jug of water. When that was the conversation, you knew it was a boring. If that's the only thing people could remember, it must have been pretty boring. And we watched it, and it was pretty boring. Like, not that it wasn't boring because the play was just not competitive. Like, Tiafoe didn't really push Djokovic. Djokovic didn't really seem to be pushed. Like, he didn't play that. Like, they both didn't play great. It was just kind of it was a practice match. Whereas this is much more competitive than any of the matches we've watched. Both guys are like actually going for it. This feels like a real match. For the first time this week. Backhand return goes back into Felix. Sinner with a pass. Felix with a volley. But it's wide. 4-love. Sinner. Just missed on the volley, Felix. Oof. Just missed. Just missed it. Full love. Full love. And the return goes in the net by Sinner. All right, 4-1. Felix gets a point. 4-1. Serve again from Sinner. To the back of Felix. Sinner backhand. Again to the back of Felix. To the Sinner backhand. Felix forehand. Goes wide. 5-1. They change ends. Remember, it's first to 10. First to 10. 5-1. What a year so far when Sinner match is more interesting than Alcaraz. Yeah, I know, right? But FAA's put up a better fight than Demonor did yesterday, you know. Sinner has also made some errors. Like, you know, Sinner's not sharp as he needs to be, which is why he's playing this practice match. But Like, Sinner made some errors in that second set to lose the set. But yeah, FAA on serve, I mean, it could have been over like 6-4, 6-2 like yesterday's matches. And FAA, we could have been saying, oh, wow, man, why are we doing these practice matches? They're all boring. But credit to Felix. Very good serving to hang on to his serve in that second set. 5-1. Sinner serves again. Into the backhand of Felix. Sinner backhand. Into the forehand of Felix. A Sinner again with the backhand of the backhand of Felix. Sinner backhand again. Goes down the line. Great shot. Felix gets it. But hits it long. 6-1 Sinner. 6-1. All right. Felix to serve again. 6-1. Yeah, Sinner made a lot of errors in the second half of that first set. Oh, the second set, sorry. All right, 6-1. Serve to the forehand of Sinner. Forehand from Felix. Sinner with a slice. Goes long. 6-2. 6-2. Almost 2 hours as well, this match, which is a nice practice match length for both guys. It's a good warm-up. Serving to the backhand is a let. As we had a fault. Second serve. Second serve. The backhand of Sinner, backhand of Felix. Into the backhand of Sinner on the stretch. Felix in the net. 7-2 to Jannik Sinner. 7-2. All right, 7-2. As with a forehand from Sinner, Felix gets it. Sinner with a half volley pickup. Goes out. Oh, man, just missed Sinner. 7-3. All right, 7-3. As Sinner hits another winner, and it's 8-3. 8-3. All right. First serve's a fault from Felix. Second serve. Sinner hits another winner. 9-3. Match point Sinner to take this match in about 2 hours. But FAA can take some confidence out of that second set. He played well. And he served his way out of trouble under a lot of pressure a lot of times. So Wasn't the worst performance by Felix. All right, 9-3. Match point Sinner. As Sinner hits a return wide, and it's 9-4. FAA holds his serve, at least for that point. All right. Match point Sinner again. To take the win. Serve. Into the back of Felix. Volley from Sinner. Too good. There it is. Sinner wins. Sinner gets the win in just under 2 hours. Good practice match, that one. Definitely the best of the bunch. Competitive. Hard work for both. Like, both guys had to work. And Sinner gets it in the end. Just clutch from Sinner. But good match. That was a good solid match. Getting better at the net. Sinner, yeah. He's bringing all those variety to his game. A lot of good drop shots today as well. It was a good, solid performance by Sinner, trying out some new things. The backhand was beautiful. Yeah, he's played some good points. Agree, good practice to shake off the rust. Both players are solid level. Yeah, FAA, look, it wasn't his best match, but the fact that he was able to fight through so many service games, was down in most service games in that second set, and he was able to keep in front. That'll do him some confidence. So Sam Querrey is apparently the new Jim Courier. Is that what's happening? We've replaced Jim with Sam. Is that what's happened? By the way, Chad, I think not that Sam's not good. Sam's funny. He should be the daytime interview, and then we should get Jim for the serious night sessions. But is Jim even there? I don't even know if Jim wasn't really doing anything last year. They didn't get him to do all the. The interviews were like split, and he barely did any, which is criminal because Jim's the best interviewer by a mile. I think Jim will be here once the tournament starts. I heard Jim is coming. Okay, good. Because Jim he's been doing the Australian for like 20 years, and he's like so good. Came second week last year because of the fires. Oh, that's why last year. Okay. There's the LA fires. That's why he didn't show up until later. That makes sense. Hopefully he's here and there's no fires. By the way, Sam's about to roast this outfit. Sam's like asking, like, is this Sam? Just say, hey, why does your outfit look like shit? Just say it, Sam. Why are you dancing around it? Just say, why does your outfit look horrible? You want to say it. He's just like, sir, do you pick that outfit? Did you choose that, or did you get given it? You made that choice? Just say it, Sam. I don't think Sinner's picking up on what Sam's trying to say. I think Sinner likes it. I think Sinner likes it. Sam. Oh, Sam, boo. No. Sam he wanted to say it, but I don't think Sinner's not the type of guy you can do that with. Sinner didn't realize that he was that we all thought it looked ugly. Not a fan of the mustard. Yeah. I think you can joke with some players, but I don't know if you can joke with Jannik Sinner about his outfit. Doesn't really work. I've completed my bracket on the men's side. I'm not gone too crazy. Okay. Happy AO Cam. Hey, what's up? Hope it's an amazing tournament. Same here. Same here. All right. Well, that's that, chat. End of this exhibition. No more exhibitions. Now we're getting to the real stuff. Next time we watch all these guys, it will be for real. No more practice matches. Everything now is real. He should handle fashion well. What do you mean? Mr. Gucci? Yeah, but he gets dressed. But somebody gives, like, you gotta remember that Sinner's like the face of it, but he's not the guy making the choices. There's people that make their choices. Like there's stylists, there's designers. Sinner is not, just because he's on Gucci commercials doesn't mean he knows anything about the fashion. He's just getting paid to be in the photos. He's got no input, as far as we know. There's a team of people that are like, wear this, wear that, sit over there, pose like this, blah, blah, blah. Like, Sinner's a tennis player. He ain't no fashionist guy. He's the model. I think Nike's mucking with him because he said last year he hates bright colors and prefers the darks. Yeah, now they've kind of given him like a ugly... like a very weird looking dark ugly yellow. Mustard. It is mustard. And now it's business, exactly. Now we're going to the serious shit. No more practices. No more mucking around. We're getting to the real shit. When's your prediction video coming out? So I'm not making a prediction video. I'm doing a bracket instead. That'll come out tomorrow, probably. They're having a laugh at Nike for Nike for sure. Maybe. I can't wait to see Fonseca Sinner. God, I hope Fonseca's healthy. I hope he's fit enough to play Sinner. It'd be such a shame if Fonzie wasn't. I mean, it would be a shame if Fonzie lost, but it'd be worse if he. I mean, there's an opportunity. I mean, there's always a chance that these guys don't even play. I mean, if he got pulled out 2 tournaments, the back injury, he might not even make it. I hope I'm wrong. Men's side, I don't think will have any upsets as I initially thought. Okay. It could have been worse. It could have been that chocolate stains. Yeah, that was the worst outfit. The other, what was it, 3 years ago? 4 years ago? A bracket is just basically you pick who's going to win in the draw all the way to the final. So, yeah. You can join here. You can do your own bracket. Join the Tennis Talk group. There you go. And you just got to pick who's going to win, who you think's going to win. Like, it's that simple. Or hard. Fonseca will be next Nole for me. I hope so. I hope Fonseca's that good. Did they ask Carlos in the press about Juan Carlos? They did, and he answered the questions like he's already answered. Nothing revolutionary was said, which is annoying because it's like, well, he's already talked about it. We've already heard about it. He's already had his answers, but then why? Like, it's so... Maybe the journalists who ask the questions don't actually do any research. And they don't listen to the answers that have come before him. Like, he's already answered all these questions, Alcaraz. Why does he have to answer, like, are you friends? What happened? Like, we know what happened. We heard what happened. Everything's been... We all know. Why do we have to repeat it? It's annoying. Poor Alcaraz. He's already said it. But they're just asking him the same questions. It's like, don't people... Is no one's reading? previous interviews where he's said things. It just felt like he didn't say anything new. So what was the point? Women's side is very hard. Third round, fourth round onwards. Yeah, it's going to be real tough. No one reads anymore. Yeah, not even journalists who write for a living. It's crazy. Crazy. But again, maybe it's one of those things where the journalists are like, well, we didn't like your answers, so maybe if we ask you again, you'll say something different. Or you'll slip up and say something more juicy or some shit, you know? He already talked about it where? No, I mean, this whole topic has already been discussed to death. Like, Juan Carlos came out and talked about it. Alcaraz made his statements. Like, nothing, he didn't say anything today that was like mind-blowingly like, oh my God, I can't believe that's what happened. No, he said it's an internal thing and we made a decision. My team's the same. The only difference is Juan Carlos isn't here. Nothing revolutionary came out of that press conference. And all the things that Juan Carlos said, that was what his interview was way more interesting because he actually shed more light on the situation. Alcaraz was just like, we parted ways. We're still friends. Like, nothing's going on. There's no gossip. Like, you know, but I guess people aren't happy with that. The people want the gossip of like, oh, did you yell at each other? Did Juan Carlos slam the door on the way out? Like, people want that bullshit. So leave Carlos alone. Let him win the fucking Australian Open so then we can celebrate his career Grand Slam. Instead of like talking about like all the BS. Sabalenka says she doesn't have time to read. Well, she's a great tennis player, so she doesn't need to read. She's fine. She's not a journalist. She doesn't need to read. She doesn't need to do any research. She just goes to play tennis. She makes the news. She doesn't need to report the news. All the big three change coaches. Why is it Alcaraz does normal thing? It's suddenly controversial. I think it's because it happened suddenly. It didn't there was no warning. Like, it felt like it just kind of like happened, right? So that's why. But it also is a big deal. I mean, when Djokovic and Goran split, that was a big deal. When Sinner changed his coaches, that was a big deal. When, you know, Rafa got Moya in, and Uncle Tony walked away, big news, right? It's a big story when one of the best players in the world make a big change like that. But, yeah, but I think it seems like there's a lot of people wanting it to be more gossipy than it is. You know, like, it's like, oh, well, it must have been his dad. His dad was the reason. And you're like, yeah, people just, I think it's just like that kind of, we're in that era right now, right? Where it's all like, you know, everything's about drama and everything's about, like, you know, gossip, right? So that's what people are looking for. People are looking for that gossip. Like, there's no way that it could be amicable. It must have been their father. And you're like, oh, God, what are we watching? Stop watching the Kardashians, for fuck's sake. It's not real life. All right. Anyways, I'm out of here. Thanks for sticking around. But we'll be back to do it all again tomorrow. We're going to watch Andreeva versus Mboka. That's a fun final. Oh, the scoreboard looks so weird. That's all right. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Do it all again. Tomorrow night, Federer's playing. We might watch that. I'm not sure. Just depends on what the schedule does. But thanks for hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow. Sinner wins in a tough 3-set match against Aliassime, and he is now ready to play the Australian Open. Now they both are. There's no more practices. This is next time we're going to see them play a tennis match. It's for real, and it's the first day of the round one of the Australian Open. So we don't know when they're playing yet, but Sinner's probably going to play day 2 or 3. Felix might play day 2. So, Felix will play day 2. Sinner might play day 3 or 2. But I'll see you guys later.